gentlemen, and welcome to Findlay High School. So this evening, we get the honor and privilege of honoring 9 senior basketball players who have contributed so much to the Lady Trojans basketball program over the years here at Findlay High School. These ladies are very involved, and we have a lot to say about them, so let's get started. Our first senior is number 4, Brianna Patterson. Brianna's parents are Mike and Renee Patterson. Brianna started playing basketball through her church with upwards in first grade. She also played volleyball, where she was a varsity letter winner and captain, and she's going to play lacrosse. She's involved in Millstream Health Professions, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Hancock Youth Leadership Alumni, squad leader in the Findlay Trojan Marching Band. She's also volunteered at the Red Cross Blood Drive, Books for Christmas, Twice Blessed, Upwards Concessions, St. Lutheran Church, lunch meals, volleyball and basketball kids camps, Trojan mulch sale, drives, and the Humane Society. Among her honors, she has won the Scholar Athlete Award, Scholar Musician Award, Distinguished Honor Roll, All Academic Award, and National Technical Honor Society. She says what she'll remember the most is her teammates and her love for the game. Brianna's future plans are to attend Owens to pursue dental hygiene and to continue her volleyball career. Brianna would like to say thank you to her teammates, family, and coaches for always being there to support her through everything. She says it's so sad to see my senior year coming to an end, but I'm nervous yet excited to start the next chapter in my life. I also want to give a special thanks to one of my favorite people who have been there for me since almost day one, besides my parents, for always making me smile even when I've had a bad day, and for letting me shoot without getting blocked. Thank you, Bree. Our next senior is number 10, Aubrey Hoodie. Aubrey is the daughter of Dennis and Vicky Hoodie. She started playing basketball 10 years ago. She played in the Grade Y League, CYO, and various travel teams. She's a 4-year letter winner and Archie Griffin Award winner in 8th grade. She also played volleyball, where she was a 4-year letter winner, and she was honorable mention in track her senior year. Her awards include the National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society, Student Leadership, SALT, Millstream Health Professions. She's also volunteered for City Mission, Kids Camps, Blow the Child, and mulch sales. Her academic honors include the Scholar Athlete Award, All Academic Award, and 3.75 GPA Award. What she'll remember the most is all the friendships she has made over the years. Aubrey's future plans are to attend college and obtain a degree in nursing. Aubrey says, I want to thank my parents, coaches, and teammates who have supported me throughout my athletic career. I also want to thank Mr. Wyrow and Mrs. Buck for all they have done for me over the last 4 years. Next up is senior basketball player number 12, Carly Pittman. Carly is the daughter of Steve and Angela Pittman. She started playing basketball in first grade and has played varsity for 2 years. She's also a 4-year letter winner and 2-time regional qualifier in track and cross country.
Okay.
Her activities involve the National Honor Society, various community service activities, food distributions, kids camps, canned food drives, blow the child, and mulch sales. Her academic honors include being on the Distinguished Honor Roll and having a Scholar Athlete Award all 4 years. She says she'll remember the everlasting friendships she has made through sports and the memories made before and after events with her teammates. Carly's future plans are to attend a university to study either physical therapy or pharmacy. Carly says, I am thankful for the continuous support from my parents and coaches. I will remember all the memories made as I start the next chapter in my life. Our next senior is number 33, Katie Kruzek. Katie's parents are Tom and Lori Kruzek. She started playing upward basketball in 2nd grade and has played for 10 years for school and AAU teams. She played 4 years varsity, earned the Coach's Award, and is a co-captain. She's also a varsity letter winner and regional qualifier in track and cross country. Her community activities include being in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, various community service from St. Michael's Food Pantry, Reach Across America. She's a guest speaker on hearing impairments at University of Findlay. She's been in the Trojan Club golf outing and mulch sale, Mission Possible, and she's helped with the City Mission. Her academic awards include having a 3.97 GPA and therefore is in the 3.75 GPA club. She's a track all academic award winner and an FHS Scholar Athlete for all 4 years. She says what she'll remember most will be winning sectionals my sophomore year and face guarding Fremont Ross's best player, holding her to 3 points for the first 3 quarters. Katie's future plans are to attend Ohio Northern University, majoring in exercise physiology and to run track and cross country. Katie adds, I want to thank my parents and senior class for 4 great years. Ladies and gentlemen, Katie Ruthneck. Our next senior is number 40, Addison Hoffman. Addison is the daughter of Jamie and Katie Hoffman. She started playing in 6th grade and has been playing for 7 years. She's a co-captain this year. Her community activities involve being a freshman mentor. She volunteered for Mission Possible, City Mission, FHS basketball camps and clinics, and mulch sale. Her academic honors include being on the Merit Honor Roll for 4 years, 3.75 Club, and Scholar Athlete Award. What she'll remember most will be when she went in the Wapakoneta game and seeing everyone's faces. And I will never forget the sound in the gym when I scored on that foul shot. Addison's future plans are to attend the University of Cincinnati and major in mechanical engineering. Addison says, I would like to thank my teammates for pushing me and making me laugh every day. My coaches for giving me the opportunity to lead my team this year. My family for coming and supporting me in everything I do. And my dad for teaching me how to grow as an athlete and a person. I would not be the person I am today without you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Addison Hoffman. Next up is number 42, Kelsey Schindelbecker. Kelsey is the daughter of Carly and Jennifer Schindelbecker. Her basketball history includes being track honorable mention, defensive player of the year, and she's a 4-year letter winner. She also plays volleyball, where she was named second team all track. In the community, she's in Key Club, Spanish Club, Leadership Club, and SALT. Her academic honors include the Scholar Athlete Award, All Academic Award, and being a member of the National Technical Honor Society. What she'll remember the most are the unbreakable friendships she has formed. Her future plans are to attend the University of Toledo and obtain a bachelor's degree in nursing. Kelsey adds, thank you to my teammates, parents, coaches, and siblings who have supported me throughout my journey through FHS. Ladies and gentlemen, Kelsey Schindelbecker. Our next senior is number 50, Bree Nichols. Bree is the daughter of Carla Nichols. She played basketball since 1st grade upwards. She was awarded track second team and distinguished honorable mention junior year, defensive MVP sophomore year, and coach's award freshman year. She is also a member of the track and field team here at FHS. Bree plays the violin in the orchestra. She's in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. She's a leader in that organization. She's a member of the Tri-M Music Honor Society and also a volunteer at local organizations. Her academic honors include being a junior scholar, National Honor Society, 3.75 award, and track all-academic scholar athlete. She'll remember the time that Coach rented out the bowling alley for the team to bowl during one of the practices. Bree's future plans are to attend Indiana Wesleyan University and throw on their track team. Bree says, I want to thank my mama for being my #1 fan throughout the years. I appreciate everything that she does for me. I also want to thank all my coaches that helped me become the player that I am today. I also want to thank Jesus. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, Bree Nichols. Next up is student coach Allie Ernst. Allie is the daughter of Carly and Melinda Ernst. She's played basketball since middle school, but was unable to play the last 2 years due to some health problems. She also ran cross country and track and is a 4-year varsity letter winner in both. In the school, she plays violin in the high school symphony orchestra for 3 years and has gone on 2 mission trips where I took part in several community service projects. Her academic awards involve being in the Distinguished Honor Roll, and she maintains a 3.95 GPA. Allie says what she'll remember most are all the lifelong friendships she's made through sports the last 4 years. Her teammates have had a huge impact on her, not only as an athlete, but also as a person, and she'll forever cherish the memories she made with all of them. Allie's future plans are to go on to college, undecided, to major in pre-med or nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, Allie Ernst. Our final senior is student coach Paige Pinion. Paige is the daughter of Mark and Carrie Pinion. She started playing basketball in 2nd grade. She played upwards, white ball, CYO, and at St. Michael's. Her 6th grade team won the championship with Coach Taylor as a coach. She played for FHS FHS grades 9 to 11 and for Findlay Bombers for 2 years. She also plays soccer, where she's an FHS team captain and the leading scorer her senior year. She also plays for the GTFC soccer club. In the community, she works at BBH and has volunteered at kids camps for both soccer and basketball. Academically, she has earned the Scholar Athlete Award, All Academic Award, and the Merit Honor Roll. What you'll remember most will be the bonding activities, especially sledding and team dinners. Her future plans are to pursue a degree in the medical field, and she hopes to play soccer. Paige says, I would like to thank all my coaches, including Coach Rosendale and the entire basketball staff, Coach Hayfield, and Coach Perry. Thank you to my parents, especially my dad, who was my basketball and soccer coach for many years. I would also like to thank all of my teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, Paige Higgins. The FHS senior parents would also like to thank Leslie sexually for all of the wonderful pictures that you'll see in the program tonight. And the girls would like to thank Pat for helping to keep them on the court. Ladies and gentlemen, how about another round of applause for our FHS ladies senior basketball players.
So everything is done virtually. It was, though, I would say that it's a fun time because you get a bunch of people just trying to do comedy show after comedy show and asking the questions. I saw Guillermo, actually from the Kimmel Show a few years ago, give Tom Brady a hug and have Brady autograph some pillows. So you do get some funny things. J.B. Smooth always gives a good line or two. I think he one year said to Jared Goff, how does a ram beat a goat? Because he was talking to Brady when he was with the Patriots before that Super Bowl 53, and he said, you buck him, and then he made like a noise, which was very funny. So you get things like that, and sometimes it does turn into a clown show. But this makes no sense to me. I'm seeing that
1330 WFIN Findlay, and now at 95.5 FM. The following is a special sports presentation of 1330 WFIN, and now at 95.5 FM.
Findlay Trojan basketball on 1330 WFIN, WFIN.com, and 95.5 FM. Trojan basketball brought to you by Blanchard Valley Medical Associates, Union Bank, Legacy Farmers Cooperative, Hanneman Funeral Home, Jack's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing, and by Angelo's Pizza, Cooper Service, NWO Orthopedics Express Clinic, Ball Metal, Reineke Ford Lincoln, Chick-fil-A, Owens Community College, Shelter Insurance, Millstream Career Center, The Granary Gifts and Furniture, Ralphie's, and LaRich Chevrolet Cadillac. The Findlay Trojans on 1330 WFIN, WFIN.com, and 95.5 FM.
And a good evening, everyone. Welcome out to Findlay High School for Lady Trojan basketball action on 1330 WFIN. I'm Tim Montgomery, and Welcome to the first game of what is going to be a very busy week for these Lady Trojans as they'll play today against Lima Senior. Tomorrow night, the Oregon Clay Eagles will come into town, and then they'll be right back at it on Thursday against the Notre Dame Academy on Thursday. So busy time of the season for the Lady Trojans. They just played on Saturday as well. We'll talk more about that game here in a moment. And just off on the horizon is that tournament trail. And Lady Trojans have their draw. They get the number 10 seed in that super sectional. They'll be opening up play on the 17th against Southview. That game will be played at Rossford. If you mark in your calendars, it's a 7 o'clock game, and if they win that game, they then move on to play Bowser 2 nights later on the 19th at 5:30. So their postseason plans are already underway, and I had a chance to have a conversation with Coach Rosendale, and he talked about they feel pretty good about the draw overall. Think they can make a run into the district, so that would be fabulous. And these Lady Trojans have been playing an improved brand of basketball. If you were with us back at the beginning of the season, you may remember it was a bit of a rough start at 1-5 to get things going, but over their last 12, they've been playing at a 9-3 clip. So the Lady Trojans come into this one at 10-8 overall, 5-6, and as you want to be as you head into the tournament, playing some of their best basketball. And a lot of contributions, but starting to see some of the names be pretty familiar at the top of the score pad. Alexis Arredondo has been outstanding off the bench for the Lady Trojans here in the second half of the season. And then Olivia Mangus, who normally is thought of as that distributor point guard, started to pick up her offense, as is Sophia Myers and a few others along the way. We mentioned that Defiance game on Saturday, and the Lady Trojans win that one 55-42 over the Bulldogs. And those were the three main characters in the play for the Trojans. Sophia Myers with 11, Olivia Mangus and Alexis Arredondo, each with 8 in that one. It's senior night here at Findlay High School, and there's pregame ceremonies recognizing the seniors on this roster. Aubrey Hookey, Carly Dittman, also Katie Prusnick, Addison Hoffman, Kelsey Schindeldecker, Bree Nichols, and then the two senior student coaches in Allie Ernst and Paige Pinion, all getting recognized as part of a pre-game ceremony. We're going to take our first time out here on the Lady Trojans broadcast. We'll be back more and talk about the team and tonight's matchup against Lima Senior when we return on 1330 WFIN.
Winter temperatures call for a winter warm-up, and nothing hits the spot quite like the chicken tortilla soup from Chick-fil-A. This delicious blend of spicy shredded chicken, veggies, beans, and seasoned tortilla strips is certain to keep you cozy all season long. Stop by today and enjoy a cupful of hearty, spicy, creamy chicken tortilla soup when you order ahead through the Chick-fil-A app. Available for a limited time.
For comprehensive health care in the Findlay-Hancock County area, look to Blanchard Valley Medical Associates. BVMA's specialties include internal medicine, cardiology, dermatology, endocrinology, gastroenterology, pulmonary medicine, and rheumatology.
Does winter have you feeling blue? Come to the Granary, where blue is the best decorating color of 2022. Enjoy a carnival of savings. Spin the wheel or Blinko for store-wide discounts. Stop by today and make blue work for you. Simply amazing. The Granary, County Road 236 south of Walgreens. AmazingHomeFurnishings.com.
We spotlight the coaches each week on the WFIN Coaches Corner. This is John Marshall. Join me Wednesday live from Ralphie's for the Coaches Corner, presented by the Granary Gifts and Furniture. Get the latest on the Findlay Trojans, the BBC, the University of Findlay, and much more. Hear what the coaches have to say every week. The Coaches Corner, Wednesday nights at 6 on 1330 WFIN, WFIN.com, and 95.5 FM.
InfoTrack is the weekly show with information you should know. Hi, I'm Chris Whitting. Each week, our InfoTrack team of reporters brings you fascinating, informative stories about topics and issues that matter most. Stories delivered in a fast-paced format. That's InfoTrack, the weekly show with information you should know.
Sunday mornings at 8 on 1330 WFIN, WFIN.com, and 95.5 FM.
The Findlay Trojans, WFIN and 95.5 FM.
Welcome back out to Findlay High School Gymnasium. Just about ready for the Trojans and the Spartans here. Don't forget, plenty of sports action ahead this week on WFIN. Tomorrow we'll have Buckeye Roundtable from 4 until 6. And then that'll help lead us into the Lady Trojans as they'll make up last Thursday's game against Oregon Clay here. And we'll have coverage of that around 7:15 here on WFIN. And if there's any time left, we'll probably check in with the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Washington Capitals in progress with that one. Wednesday night, Coach's Corner with John Marshall. And then it's Buckeye basketball, Ohio State and Rutgers. And on Thursday, back here at the gym, as Notre Dame Academy comes in to take on the Lady Trojans. And then the rest of the weekend, it's boys basketball action. Fremont Ross, the dreaded Little Giants, takes on Findlay here at home. And then that'll be followed up by Saturday's evening's matchup. The Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes coming in to take on the Findlay Trojans. That'll be senior night here for the boys team right here, and we'll have coverage of it on WFIN. As I said, today's matchup has the Lima Senior Spartans coming in to take on the Lady Trojans, and they got a new head coach this year, Lakeisha Sigmund, and it's been a rebuilding process, a very young roster for Coach Sigmund in this one. She's got 4 freshmen on the roster, a couple of sophomores, some juniors, and really just the one senior in Asiana Rose. So it's a rebuilding process, and it's had its growing pains. They enter tonight's matchup at 1-14 overall, 1-9 in track play. So the Trojans are going to be looking to keep the winning ways going here against the Spartans, and then build that on into Tuesday and Thursday. Again, we said the goal is to be playing your best basketball as you enter the tournament, and right now Lady Trojans on pace to do that, and to be honest, have some matchups here over this next week or so that can help them along the way with that. Just about ready for the national anthem here. Again, senior night as the Lady Trojans recognize players who've made a lasting contribution, and a nice ceremony, as it always is, first class here at Findlay on events like Parents' Night, Seniors' Night, and such. And we're just about ready to get things going here. We're going to go ahead and take our final timeout. When we come back, we'll get the starting lineups and the tip-off. You're listening to Trojan basketball action on 1330 WFIN, WFIN.com, and 95.5 FM.
We give you a look at sports around the Buckeye State each and every weekend on WFIN. This is Matt Andrews. It's the Ohio Sports Magazine. Sunday mornings at 8:30 on your Sports Authority. 1330 WFIN, WFIN.com, and 95.5 FM.
Chris Oakes here. You know, you can have a good morning 24 hours a day. Find out what we're talking about on the show and catch up on what you missed by listening anytime online. You'll find us at goodmornings.net or click the Good Mornings link at WFIN.com.
WFIN, home of the Findlay Trojans.
Welcome back out to Findlay High School Gymnasium. Just about ready to get things going. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. First off, for the visiting Lima Senior Spartans under head coach Lakeisha Sigmund. Number 10, a 5'8 freshman, Amaya Coleman, in the starting lineup. She'll be joined by number 23, a 5'6 junior, Ariana Engberg. Then number 24, the lone senior on the roster, Asiana Rose, 5'6 senior in that starting lineup, joined by Anya James, the 5'6 freshman. And then rounding out that starting 5 is a 5'11 junior, number 44, Tilly Nelson. Meanwhile, for the Lady Trojans, getting to start, it's an all-senior lineup. The 5'8 senior, Aubrey Hookey, number 10. Number 12, Carly Dittman, the 5'7 senior. They'll be joined by Katie Prusnick, the 5'10 senior. Also out there, number 42, Kelsey Schindeldecker, the 5'10 senior. And rounding them out in the post, the 6' senior, number 50, Bree Nichols. And again, Brian Rosendale, the head coach, they come in at 10-8 overall and 5-6 in conference play. Lady Trojans will be wearing the home-standing white uniforms, blue letters and numerals with the gold trim. Lima Senior wearing the visiting black uniforms with some gray and red trim around the numbers and the letters. And just about ready to get things going. So also recognized Rihanna Patterson out there, recognizing those seniors. Addison Hoffman as well, but that starting five, as we said, will be Hookie, Dittman, Prusnick, Schindeldecker, and Nichols. And just about ready to get things going here. Last few seconds going off that pregame clock. Our officials are in position. Be Bree Nichols taking the jump for Findlay. Tilly Nelson taking it for the Spartans. Tapped and controlled by the Trojans. Aubrey Hookie has it, and she'll give it up. Come to the near side with it. Back at the top is Dittman. Back on the near side. High post feed to Hookie. Dumps inside to Bree Nichols. Nichols in the paint with the move. Hands it back to Hookie. A little too strong with the lay-in. Aubrey gets the rebound. Tries throwing it out to Dittman and does. And they'll reset with Prusnick. Over to Schindeldecker. High post feed Aubrey. Inside to Bree. And Nichols and the Trojans have the first points of the game at 2-0. Good ball movement by the Lady Trojans. And good job on the boards to get the extra opportunities. Into the wing, thrown up high, knocked away by the Trojans, loose ball. We'll see how the official sees this. They say it stays with Findlay as it goes out the other end, so a baseline entry for the Trojans near their own offensive basket. Schindeldecker to trigger the inbounds. They'll go four corners. Get it in to Bree. She throws it back out top to Prusnick. Over to the left side, Dittman. Dittman feeds inside to Bree, kick back out. Katie with the three ball, a little bit long with it. Rebound pulled away by the Spartans. Get it off to James. James on ahead. And then back to the top. Swing it over the left side. Popping the three. Short with it was Engberg. She has it. Sends it on into the wing. Back out at the left point extended. Gives it over to the right point extended. This is Anya James. She gives it off to Nelson. Nelson being harassed, gets it off to Rose. Shoots from the free throw line, off the mark, rebounded by Aubrey Hookie. Aubrey will bring it up herself and gets it off to Prusnick. Back inside to Aubrey at the elbow. And she got it knocked out of her hands, out of bounds, stays with Findlay. Again, Schindeldecker to trigger the inbound play here. Gets it into Bree. She throws it out top to Prusnick. Comes around to the near side, Dittman. High post feed to Hookie. She turns around, shoots it, and Aubrey cans it. Trojans lead at 4-0 here. 6 minutes left here in the opening quarter. Flip it over to the near side, then opposite corner. Attacking, shoots it short of the block and leaves it short. Rebound travels out of bounds. Last touch by the Spartans, and it belongs to Findlay. Prusnick will bring it up. Kicks it near side, Dittman. Dittman uses the dribble. High post feed to Aubrey. Hesitation. She ends up getting it knocked away. Running it out the other way is James. She runs it up, puts it off the glass. Too strong. Rebound by Bree Nichols. She'll get off to Katie Prusnick. Prusnick got her pocket picked there. Spinning it back, attacking, lobbing across. And off the hands and out of bounds off of Engberg. And belongs to the Trojans. So Findlay catches a little break there after the turnover. Still lead at 4-0 here on the Jack's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard. Here at the top of our first quarter. Sponsored by Ruth Benchick Law Firm in Kenton. Three ball off the front of the rim, out of the corner, no good. Battle for the rebound, won by Nichols. Moved around, down off the block is Hookie. Uses her dribble to try to get loose, then gets it off to Prusnick, but gets it ripped out of her hands. Running it out the other way is Anya James. Sidesteps, puts it up off the glass, won't fall for her though. Nelson had the rebound, but I think she stepped on the end line to secure it. And that'll turn it over to the Trojans. Substitutions will start checking in. Regan Hayward in for Findlay. Caitlin Stexley in. Olivia Mangus in. Bringing it up is Mangus. Kicks it to the near side. Hayward down inside to Bree. Back out top. Mangus shoots the three at the top of the key. A little long. Long rebound run down by Hayward. Tacking into the corner. Picks up her dribble. Sends it high post to Schindeldecker. Nice bump move into the paint. Shot up. Won't go. Rebounded by the Spartans. Running it out again will be James. She attacks the rim, and she's going to get fouled by Schindeldecker. Got to like the way that the 5'6" freshman James is attacking the rim. She hasn't been able to get one to fall yet, but she's stayed aggressive. At the line here with a couple of free throw attempts. First one is up and off the mark. Couple of dribbles, bend to the knees. Second free throw on the way. That's off the front of the rim, also no good. Run down in the corner there by Mangus. Gets it off to Schindeldecker, who brings it up. Jump stop, then kicks it back to Mangus at the top of the key. Olivia dribbles into the left side, hands it off to Stexley. Caitlin backs it up. Bounce pass into the corner, then up high. Cutting down. Schindeldecker misses it, gets her own rebound, goes back up, and it's good. Her first points of the game. Timeout on the floor for the Spartans. We're going to take it. 3:57 left in the first. 6-0. Findlay leads it on the Jacks Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard. Back in a moment on WFIN.
Since 1960, Reineke family dealerships have been family-owned and customer-driven. 10 full-service dealerships in Fostoria, Tiffin, Lima, Upper Sandusky, Findlay, North Baltimore, and most recently, Reineke RV of Toledo and Tiffin. We have a huge new vehicle inventory to choose from, including Ford, Lincoln, Nissan, Honda, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Over 550 pre-owned vehicles, plus StarCraft and Flagstaff RVs. Get your key from Reineke, ReinekeFamilyDealerships.com.
This is Cliff Height. The Trojans play here, 1330 WFIN, WFIN.com, and 95.5 FM.
The employees of Ball Metal wish all the area teams and students great success this season. Ball Metal would like to remind everyone to, as always, please recycle. Good luck from Ball Metal. Trojans lead at 6-0 here in the early going. Spartans with the ball. High post feed shot from the free throw line is off the mark by Nelson. Battle for that rebound underneath. And the Spartans get another shot off after fighting away, but this time it's the Trojans who will eventually rip it away. Correction, that's actually Sophia Myers who checked in, ripped away the rebound, and then she was fouled in the process. Foul's going to be called on James, her first, team's first. Inbound to Mangus. Olivia attacks to the left wing. Picks up her dribble, gives it to Bree at the high post. Kicks it down inside. Good pass, and Sophia Myers gets the shot off, but she's going to be fouled. And again, it's going to be Anya James, the perpetrator. I'm going to send Sophia to the line. But a pair of fouls on James is probably going to have her seeing the bench for a while. First free throw up and good by Myers. Kiesha Jones checked in for James. Another freshman, 5'4". Miss on the second free throw. Battle for it, and it's going to be a jump ball as Bree tied up Nelson. Possession arrow belongs to the Spartans. Seven 0 on that Jack's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard in favor of the Trojans. Pass inside, knocked away, but corralled by Nelson. Sends it back out to the top. Jumper from the elbow won't go down. Mangus with the rebound, runs it out. And then the defensive pressure will fall back to midcourt. Olivia across the timeline using the dribble. Bounce pass to the near side. This is Hayward looking for some help. High post feed to Myers. Myers backing down the defender. Kicks off to Bree Nichols. Bree wants to go back inside and now does after using the dribble. And Sophia backs her way in and gets it up and in off the glass for another 2. She's got 3 points. Trojans lead at 9-0 here with 2:38 left here in the first quarter. Attacking down, reverse layup, and gets it to fall in there. That's actually James who gets the bucket. She's staying in there with those 2 fouls. 9-2 now the score. Olivia Mangus attacks down the lane line, then kicks it off. Wraparound pass inside to Myers. Puts it up, no good. Follow-up put up by her, no good. Now the rebound ripped away. Dump back in this time to Nichols. She goes glass and gets it up and in. Bree with her second field goal. Trojans lead at 11-2 on the Jack's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard. Pass is knocked away. Running it out is Mangus. Takes it to the glass and up and in on the coast-to-coast. Out of the steal. Trojans turn defense into offense. Ball fought and wrestled away briefly. And then Bree gets it, and they'll get it off ahead and running. Schindeldecker brings it up. Or correction, that's actually Reagan Hayward. She'll come charging into the paint, and she'll get fouled in the process. And we'll go to the line and shoot a couple here. Foul will go against Tiaja Jones. Hayward's first free throw off the mark. Substitutions for the Spartans. Maisie Strasser checks in. Rose back in there. And also checking in Amaya Coleman. Second free throw is up and good by Hayward. And get some substitutions. Rihanna Patterson's going to check in for the Trojans. Also checking in Addison Hoffman. Those are the other 2 seniors who weren't in the starting 5. Crossing it over, attacking, kicking out to the wing, and then back out top, trying to work her way inside of Strasser. Got it knocked away. Mangus not able to control it, though. Goes out of bounds. We'll go to the Spartans on the sideline inbounds. With 1:15 left here in the first quarter. Trojans on top, 14-2. Crossing over at the top. Ball knocked around and knocked away. Running it out. Rihanna Patterson. She gets it knocked away. Good recovery by the Spartans as Coleman ended up with it. Gets it off and ahead. Down inside, then kicked back out. Wanted to hand off to Harper there. Sends it back out. Reset at the top. Tried to split a couple of defenders. Loose ball on the floor. And it belonged to the Trojans on the dual possession. Substitution, Ava Sheeter in, another one of the freshmen on this very young Lima senior roster. 41 seconds left here. Long ahead, nobody picked up Kate Inland-Stexeldy, and she's going to get the easy lay-in for the 2. 16-2, trying to back their way in. Fights up a shot, a little too strong with it, rebounded by Myers. Gets it off to Mangus. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Findlay looking to add to a 16-2 advantage. Into the paint, up and under move by Mangus, a little too strong. Rebound put up by Myers, that's also too strong. Mangus saves it back out, but it goes out of bounds and will go the other way with 11.2 seconds left in the quarter. Pulling the trigger, won't go down on the shot by Rose. Findlay will have to hurry 1 second. Three-quarter court chuck. They're just off the mark to the left side, but a good first quarter for the Trojans. They lead it on the Jack's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard, 16-2 over Lima Senior. Back in a moment on WFIN.
Angelo's Pizza in Cary is known for the best pizza in town. Angelo's Pizza has a variety of specialty pizzas, subs, wings, salads, and fried foods, and is also known for having the best stuffed crust pizza. Angelo's Pizza delivers within a 12-mile radius. So if you're not in the mood to cook because of a long day at the office, or just busy running the kids to and from practices and games, call Angelo's Pizza in Cary and have them cook for you. Also, check them out on Facebook today.
Carrier Green Speed. What is it? It's a way for you to save up to 50% over your conventional home heating and air conditioning energy costs. Where can you get it? Jack's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Jack's is a factory-authorized Carrier dealer. Call Jack's today to learn how you can save 40 to 50% using Carrier Green Speed technology in your home. Jack's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Your hometown Carrier factory-authorized dealer in Findlay.
The Findlay Trojans, WFIN and 95.5 FM.
Go to WFIN.com. Check out all the area scores in real time on our high school scoreboard presented by Owens Community College. Trojans get a steal right out of it, and attacking it in is Schindeldecker. She'll get the 2 to start off the top of this second quarter. The top of the quarter being sponsored by Ruth Benchick Law Firms in Kenton. I'm a senior attacking back the other way. Nelson throws it out top, collected by Engberg. She attacks the right wing, tries throwing it inside, knocked around and run down in the corner by the Trojans. Madeline Stexley at it, out and ahead as the Trojans got some substitutions. Moved around the perimeter. Jumper for 3 is off the mark. Rebounded by the Spartans. They try to run it out the other direction. A little bit out of control. Alexis Arredondo knocks it away, and Alexis is going to attack from the right wing. Bounce pass ahead to Madeline Stexley, excuse me. She gets it up but won't go in, but she will go to the line and shoot a couple. That'll be the 3rd against the freshman James. Miss on the first free throw by Madeline. Sheeter back in. And they'll bring out Engberg. Again, leaving James in there to play with 3 fouls. Surprising. Missed the other free throw, rebounded by the Spartans. Lob down to the block for Nelson. She kicks it back out. Corner 3 ball, a little bit long. Madeline Stexley slices in and comes up with the rebound. Gets it off ahead to Mangus. Mangus running the floor, pulls up at the free throw line. Won't go down. Battle for the rebound. Out of bounds, last touched by the Spartans. Stays with Findlay. Trojans will run 4 across the free throw line. Inbounded out top to Arredondo. Back down off the block, Mangus. Send it around to the top. Arredondo with 3 off the mark. Rebound battled for. And what do we get here? They're going to call jump ball, and the possession arrow belongs to Findlay. Mangus inbound down to the block. Send it back out top. Arredondo attacks to the free throw line. Needs some help. Gives it up to Olivia Mangus. Near side, Madeline Stexley gives it up to Schindeldecker. Back to Madeline. Madeline leaves it in the corner. Jumper for 3. Regan Hayward knocks it down from beyond the arc. She's got 4 now after that, and Findlay leads at 21-2 on the Jack's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard. I see Zoe McCormick on the next dead ball for the Trojans here in a moment. Looking to try to get something going is the Spartans out of the corner, down to the block, and just got it ripped away by Madeline. Gets it off ahead. Hayward attacks inside, gets it up off the glass and good. Hayward, back-to-back field goals, one from beyond the arc and one in the paint. Findlay leads at 23-2. Crossing over is James, sends it back around to the left side. Back out top. Playing catch at the top. James has it at the center circle. Dribbles on into the right, crosses over back, then throws it on into the corner. Nelson gives it off, and a 3-ball off the mark by Amaya Coleman. And out of bounds. Last touch by Findlay. Substitutions. Prusnick back in, along with the aforementioned Zoe McCormick for her first series here. Inbounded by the Spartans, get it in out top. Jones sends it over to the left side. Dump back inside to Nelson. Good idea. She just couldn't control the pass. Loose ball picked up by McCormick. Gets it off ahead to Madeline Stexley. Into the corner. Dumps it inside. Got knocked away by Nelson. Bree Nichols comes in. Replaces Madeline Stexley. Coach Rosendale keeping fresh legs in there. Lob it in out top. Schindeldecker comes to the near side into the corner. Aaron Dondo for 3. Off the mark. Rebounded. Was controlled briefly there by McCormick. She shuttled it into. She was knocked out of bounds. Tried getting it back to Schindeldecker. And we get a timeout for the Trojans to maintain the possession. We'll take it. 4:30 left in the first half. Findlay on top 23-2 on the Jack's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard. Back after this on WFIN.
Winter temperatures call for a winter warm-up, and nothing hits the spot quite like the chicken tortilla soup from Chick-fil-A. This delicious blend of spicy shredded chicken, veggies, beans, and seasoned tortilla strips is certain to keep you cozy all season long. Stop by today and enjoy a cupful of hearty, spicy, creamy chicken tortilla soup when you order ahead through the Chick-fil-A app. Available for a limited time.
The Findlay Trojans, WFIN and 95.5 FM.
Welcome back out to Findlay High School as the Trojans are playing their second of 4 games in 6 days here. Lady Trojans, that is. So be back at it again tomorrow against Oregon Clay and then Thursday against Notre Dame. Alexis Arendando needs to get it in, sends it out top to Schindeldecker. Over to Prusnick. She puts up the 3-ball, a little long with it. Rebound pulled away by Nichols, and one of the Spartans is hurt. That was Keasia Jones. She was battling Bree for the loose ball, and she went down in a tumble, and Bree kind of stopped because she was worried about her. And then the officials realized what was going on and wisely whistled things down here. Findlay trainer out there and pointing to her shoulder. She went in. And I'll tell you what we're going to do with 4:21 left here in the first half, and the Trojans on top 23-2 on the Jack's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard. Let's go ahead and take another timeout on WFIN.
When you hear the name NWO, don't stop at orthopedics and sports medicine. NWO offers many services, including pain management, podiatry, diagnostic imaging, chiropractic, physical, and occupational therapy, plus family medicine clinicians ready to care for you as they would their own family. The NWO team is ready to serve you in 6 convenient locations across Northwest Ohio. Check them out online at nwomedicine.com. Remember, for great care, there's only one place to go. NWO.
I'm Cliff Height, and this is the home of the Trojans, 1330 WFIN, WFIN.com, and 95.5 FM.
Welcome back, and the injured Spartan is often being tended to. Trojans with the basketball, send it into the post to Bree Nichols. She'll send it back out top. Over the left side, Prusnick into McCormick on the backside. Good rotation with the basketball. Found the open player, and that was of course, Zoe McCormick, and she gets the 2. Findlay extends the lead 25-2 with 3:53 left here in the first half. Don't forget our Northwest Ohio Orthopedics Express Clinic's halftime show coming up, featuring the folks from ONN Sports. Driving in there and losing the basketball in the process. Let's check that number. Yeah, that was Anya James. She tried splitting a couple defenders and lost the basketball as she did, and belongs to Findlay. Mentioned that the Lady Trojans playing the Lady Eagles from Clay tomorrow. Then the boys will be in action on Wednesday night up at Oregon Clay. Unfortunately, due to technical difficulties, we're not going to be able to bring you that game. Lob inside to Nichols. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Spartans. Stays with Findlay. And then we said Lady Trojans on Thursday, and then it'll be the boys back in action on Friday against the Fremont Ross Oxymorons, also known as the Little Giants. And then Saturday against Tiffin Columbian. Ball eventually knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Findlay, and belongs to the Spartans. Spartans will walk it up. Just over 3 minutes left here in the first half. Crossing over is James. She gets trapped in a corner. Ball knocked away. Scramble for the loose ball. Nobody's controlled it yet. Still scrambling. And what do we get? Jump ball. Possession arrow should belong to the Spartans. And it does. Trojans have controlled this one from the outset. Up top, crossing over, got it knocked away, recovers as James. Now she's going to be pinched by a couple of defenders. And another tie-up, and now it'll belong to Findlay. McCormick reached in there and tied up James. And it'll be Trojan basketball on the possession arrow. Inbound. Looking for some place to go is Prusnick. Tried going inside to Bree Nichols. And we get another jump ball. And then this time again, as we'll alternate, goes back to Lima Senior. Aubrey Hookie's going to come back in, replace Bree Nichols. Lob it in across the timeline, attacking down the middle, kicks out just inside the arc. The long jumper is just that, a little bit long. Rebounded by the Spartans, goes back up. Nelson got her shot partially blocked. Rebound goes up, another rebound, backed up. A little soft jumper from about 12 feet off the mark, and eventually corralled by Sophia Myers. She'll get it off to McCormick. Long ahead. Shot by Prusnick, gets it up and in, just inside the arc on the near side. Katie knocks it down, her first points of the game. And Findlay's lead, 27-2 on that Jack's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard. Miscommunication on the bounce pass. Travels out of bounds on the Spartans and turns it over to Findlay. Regan Hayward, she'll check in. She'll replace Caitlin Stexeldy. We'll also get Carly Dittman back in there for Findlay. She'll take the bounce pass ahead, inside to Hookie at the top of the key. Back out to Dittman. Leaves it at the top. Prusnick reverses herself out, needs some help. Sends it inside to Sophia Myers. Turns, faces it, and gets fouled in the process. Well, they're going to call the foul on Sophia Myers, elbow to the face. I'm not sure how you call that as a foul. I'm not saying she didn't get hit, but that's just part of a post move. She didn't throw an elbow. She just pivoted around to try to shoot. So Pat Thaman out there again checking on Nelson. It's Tilly Nelson who took it to the face. Along with I think that's Coach Sigmund out there as well. Talking with her, checking on her. As we said, we got plenty of basketball for you this week on WFIN. Again, the Lady Trojans back in action tomorrow. And then that'll be followed by what's left of the Columbus Blue Jackets and Washington Capitals tomorrow. Then we got Buckeye basketball as Ohio State will be taking on Rutgers on Wednesday. Pregame for that starts around 7 o'clock. That'll come right out of the coach's corner. Nelson's going to come off and get checked out here on the near sideline. Then Lady Trojans versus Notre Dame Academy on Thursday. Fremont Ross and Findlay boys on Friday. And Tiffin Columbian and Findlay on Saturday. So the officials actually talking with the Findlay players near midcourt, explaining the situation. So this will be shot similar to a technical foul. First one is up and no good. Coleman's taking the free throw attempts here. Misses on both. And then it will be Spartans basketball back down here with the baseline inbounds. And we're back underway. 1:38 left here on the Jack's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard. As I said, the Northwest Ohio Orthopedics Express Clinic's halftime show coming up. Runner down the paint is off the mark and out of bounds, last touched by the Spartans. Another good-looking take. I believe that was Asiana Rose, the lone senior on the roster, who had a good move, just shot didn't go for her. It's been certainly, obviously, been an offensive struggle for the Spartans in this one in this first half. Dumped inside. Schindeldecker kicks it back out and around. Dittman shoots the three. Won't go down. And a good rebound ripped away there by Anya James. And she races it up the court, goes coast to coast, runs in there again, gets it partially blocked and controlled by Schindeldecker. Under a minute remaining. Hayward sends it inside to Hookie. Hookie puts it on the deck. Soft little jumper, gets it up and in. Hookie's second field goal. She's got 4 points. Trojans lead at 29-2. James backs it up, sends it off of the hands of a teammate, and it's going to be over and back. Couldn't control it there. Could Ava Sheeter. Lost control and ended up getting the backcourt violation. Hoffman's going to check back in. Mariana Patterson was in there. She picks it, gets the inbound, sends it to the near side for Dittman. Dittman sends it high to Hookie. Down inside, Schindeldecker. Great pass, great movement, and a good-looking bucket by the Trojans. 31-2 on that Jack's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard. James fires her way in there. She'll draw contact, get to shoot a couple of free throws here. She's full steam ahead, is the young Anya James. Foul goes against Patterson, her first. Just the third team foul against the Trojans. First free throw is up and good by James. She's got all three of the Spartan points to this spot. Second free throw on the way. She rolls that one in nicely as well. 31-4. Trojans can play for last here. Ahead to Hookie on the wing. Aubrey uses the dribble. Sends it high post feed. Schindeldecker attacks it. Goes glass and gets the two. And that will end the first half. And a strong performance by the Trojans. And a look at that Jack's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard has it Findlay 33, Lima Senior 4. We'll be back with the Northwest Ohio Orthopedics Express Clinic's halftime show after this on WFIN.
I encourage you to get your kids involved at Millstream Career Center.
Why choose Millstream Career Center?
My name is Carla Benjamin, and my daughters have both attended Millstream Career Center. Millstream provides unique opportunities that universities or regular high schools can't. It teaches how to work in the given industry and how to function as a well-rounded person. My kids will be given everything they need in order to take the next steps towards their careers.
Why should your high school student choose Millstream Career Center? Find out more online at millstreamcc.org.
WFIN, home of the Findlay Trojans.
From the Ohio News Network, this is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Hoops, presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling. Now here's your host, Eric Reeser.
The OHSAA boys high school basketball sectional tournaments are set to begin on Valentine's Day, and over the course of 2 weeks, teams will try to advance into OHSAA district tournaments, which will begin on February 28th. One of the top teams in Division I is located in Central Ohio. Pickerington Central is ranked number 3 in the state, according to the Associated Press. The Tigers are led by a pair of stellar juniors, Devin Royal and Sonny Stiles. But this will be the final year of basketball for Stiles, who is committed to play football at Ohio State and will be graduating early from high school this spring, enrolling at Ohio State in the summertime. Zach Fleer operates 270 Hoops, a site dedicated to boys and girls high school basketball coverage in and around Central Ohio. We'll discuss the impact Stiles has had on his team and the fanfare that comes with being a big-time OSU football recruit. That's next. This is the Ohio News Network.
I'm Scott Demaro, president of the Ohio Education Association. On behalf of our 120,000 members, OEA is proud to sponsor tonight's game. We believe in the power of high school sports in shaping young athletes' lives, and we have seen firsthand the power of Ohio's educators to reach and teach their students through countless pandemic-related challenges. The best way to keep our schools open is to prevent the spread of COVID-19. If you can get vaccinated, we encourage you to get vaccinated now.
Does your child play video games with loot boxes or in-game rewards? If so, it's important to know when video games can turn into gambling. Learn the signs at changethegameohio.org. Teens are experiencing gambling in more ways due to the increase in gaming features that mimic gambling, such as loot boxes, gaming skins, and virtual currency. Help prevent youth gambling at changethegameohio.org. This message is brought to you by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
This is ONN.
The winter storm in early February was an unwelcome disturbance all over the Buckeye State in a 4-day stretch from Thursday, February 3rd to Sunday, February 5th. Athletic events all over Ohio were canceled, including a top 5 matchup in boys high school basketball between Akron's St. Vincent St. Mary and Pickerington Central. The Irish are ranked number 2 in the overall rankings and the top team in Division II. They were set to travel to Columbus on Saturday, February 5th, but plans were scrapped due to the winter weather. It would have been a chance to see one of the Buckeye State's top guards in Sincere Harris match up with Sonny Stiles, who committed to Ohio State to play football in the fall. Zach Fleer says Stiles is as versatile of a basketball player as it gets.
It's not just that he's athletic. It's his intensity. It's his unselfishness. It's his IQ for the game. He might be their smartest player. He makes incredible passes. He's a great rebounder. He doesn't try to do things that are outside of his game. He's going to body up. He's going to get boards. He's going to block shots. He's going to protect the rim. He's just literally, there's not another athlete in the state like him. So, I would compare him to, it would be like, I don't know, it'd be like having a Zion Williamson who's in better shape. It's kind of Sonny Stiles, and it's not that he's, going to play basketball at Duke and be that level, but in the high school game, he's kind of like that for them.
Zach adds that Stiles brings a football intensity onto the basketball court, and that could propel the Tigers into a deep tournament run.
He's the type of athlete and player that can put a team over the top, and Pick Central's rolling right now, and they're unselfish. And a point that Kurt Stubbs made was that they have more football players on this year's team than ever, and those football guys, if you know anything about Pick Central football, it's team first, and they're bringing that to the basketball team on a team that's been kind of selfish in years past. It's a noticeable difference this year. It feels like their 2012 team almost that went to the state title and won. So Pick Central's rolling, but it's guys like Sonny Stiles and Rasheem Biles, football guys that just bring all-out intensity and elite athleticism that just makes them very different.
On his Twitter account, at ZachFleer270, there's a video that's been viewed over 80,000 times of Sonny Stiles closing out a game against Newark, and the Newark fans giving him the business the entire time.
It felt like the whole crowd was kind of trying to get under his skin. And Newark, anyone who's ever went there, it's a tough place to play because the whole community gets involved. And he had adults sitting front row that were chirping at him. Like, I was sitting on, the far side behind the basket, and Sonny, you could hear on the other side of the court. And it really started in the third quarter because he got an and one, and he started motioning and one. He's looking directly at this guy on the sideline. And it just continued, like Sonny and that dude just making eye contact all game long. And then when he, when they won the game and he had the big power dunk to end it, it. He pointed him out and was just like, look, you're a grown man and I'm a kid and you're yelling at me. And it just goes back to my point. Like, I think a lot of times people forget that high school athletes are still kids. Just because they look like men and Sonny does look like a man doesn't mean that he's not a kid still. And I think we shouldn't chirp and yell at kids because we're adults, and that's just not what we should do.
My thanks to Zach Fleer of 270 Hoops. Check out the great work he and his team are doing over at 270hoops.com. For the Ohio News Network, I'm Eric Reeser.
WFIN Findlay. And now at 95.5 FM.
Learn and work in the community you love right here in Findlay at Owens Community College. Start to finish for in-demand jobs. Save money on a bachelor's with our transfer programs. Your affordable higher education awaits. Apply today at owens.edu/Findlay.
Blanchard Valley Medical Associates offers comprehensive dermatology care. 6 expert providers in general dermatology, dermatological surgery, and cosmetic services. For more information on dermatology at Blanchard Valley Medical, go to bvma.com.
The colder temperatures are your wake-up call. Make sure your car, SUV, or truck is in tip-top shape for the winter. Let Cooper Service help. From tire service and wheel alignments to repairs on your brakes, shocks, and struts to batteries, alternators, and tune-ups, the Cooper professionals are ready. As winter comes blowing in, now's the time to bring your vehicle to the trusted staff at Cooper Service, 401 East Main Cross, Findlay. Cooper Service, your hometown source for Cooper tires.
The Findlay Trojans, WFIN and 95.5 FM.
Welcome back out to Findlay High School in Northwest Ohio Orthopedics Express Clinic's halftime show, and our score 33-4. The Lady Trojans leading the Lady Spartans of Lima Senior. And let's talk about how we got to those numbers. Trojans got off to a quick start, led this one 8-0 at one point, and after the first quarter led it 16-2, and then carried that lead on into the second half. Outscored them by a count of 17-2, with the Spartans getting a couple of free throws there in the last minute of the second quarter to get them to their 4 points. And the Trojans hitting on the offense as they like, but creating offense out of defense. They keep on getting transition opportunities as we're playing tough on the defensive end of the floor. Take a look at the numbers. The Spartans, all 4 points for them belong to the 5'6" freshman, Anya James. Very aggressive young player, and you can see she's going to be a good one. But she's just not been able to hit at a high percentage. She's been attacking the rim, trying to make some things happen, and she does have their 4 points. Meanwhile, the Trojans spreading it around. Early on, it was all seniors, and we saw the seniors get them out to that early 8-2 lead. And then the rest of the roster came along as Coach Brian Rosendale was substituting early and often in this one. Kelsey Schindeldecker leading the way with 8. Regan Hayward with 6 for the Lady Trojans. 4 apiece for Bree Nichols and Aubrey Hookey. 3 points for Sophia Myers, and then 2 points apiece for Caitlin Stexeldy. Also for Olivia Mangus and Zoe McCormick off the bench to get the Lady Trojans to their 33. Minute 27 left. We're going to take our last time out here on the Northwest Ohio Orthopedics Express Clinic's halftime show. Be back with the second half action after this on WFIN.
Hard to find that new vehicle you've been looking for? At LaRich, we have a solution. You can reserve one of our many new vehicles we have on the way or build your own. If your lease is about to expire, we can help you extend it until your new vehicle arrives. Our certified pre-owned inventory is larger than ever. You can buy used with the confidence of new. Trying to sell your car? We buy cars for cash, any year, make, or model. That's LaRich Chevrolet Cadillac, downtown Findlay, or on the web at larichcars.com. Find new roads.
WFIN, home of the Findlay Trojans.
Welcome back out to Findlay High School. Time for the top of the third quarter. And then it's top of the quarter being presented by Ruth Benchick Law Firm in Kenton. Thanks to them and all of our sponsors who help bring you Trojan basketball all season long. It'll be Trojan basketball coming out to start the second half as they'll be looking to add to that 33-4 lead. And sort of a mixed matched starting lineup out there. It'll be Bree Nichols. We'll also see Out there for the Trojans, Addison Hoffman, Rihanna Patterson, Olivia Mangus, and Caitlin Stexeldy. So Coach Rosendale's been successful with about every combination he's put out there in this one. And see if that continues here in the second half. Again, Lady Trojans back in action again tomorrow as Oregon Clay will be in town. Mangus at the top. Bounce pass over to Caitlin Stexeldy. She gets in. She has to rip the ball away. Gives it off to Nichols in the corner. Back out top to Mangus. Over on the right side, Stexeldy. Bounce pass inside to Bree. And a nice post move. Gets it up and off the glass for two more. Popping the three, too long by the Spartans on the shot by Strasser. 35-4, that Jack's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard. Dump inside. Bree again powers inside, a little too strong with it. Battling for the rebound, still loose. Spartans finally pull it away. James goes right down Main Street and travels with the basketball unless they say she was fouled. And I think they are going to call the foul. Employees of Ball Meadow wish all the area teams and students great success this season. Ball Meadow would like to remind everyone to, as always, please recycle. Good luck from Ball Meadow. Inbound on down onto the block, then send it back out top to the Spartans. Come around near side. Engberg with the three is short with it. Rebound put back up, no good by the Spartans. And eventually controlled by Stexeldy. She'll get it off to Mangus. Olivia brings it up, gets to the elbow, kicks it across court to Patterson. And her pass gets intercepted. Running it back the other way is Engberg. And she gets it up and in. Good defense by the Spartans and turned it into some offense. First bucket of the second half for the Spartans. 35-6 on that Jack's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard. Mangus needs some help. Dumps it inside. Hoffman got her pocket picked on the way up. Running it back the other way of the Spartans. Was looking to pass it over to James. Got it knocked away. Out of bounds, stays with the Spartans, but the Spartans getting a little bit of transition opportunities here early in the second half. Baseline inbound into the near side quarter. James sends it back out and to the top. This is Rose. High post feed for James. Catches the cutter coming down. Off the hands of Coleman, and they say it belongs to the Trojans going the other way. It was bang, bang. Hard to tell who touched that last. Officials said it was the Spartan. Mangus will bring it up, working against James. Goes hard to her left with the dribble, gets out to the elbow, kicks it out. Patterson got away with a walk, sends a bounce pass inside, stolen away, and then Hoffman's going to commit the foul. Second team foul of the half. Engberg triggers the inbounds, gets it to James. James gets across the timeline, gets harassed, gets it knocked away and out of bounds. Last touched by the Trojans, Caitlin Stexeldy. Substitutions coming for Findlay. Kelsey Schindeldecker will check in, also Regan Hayward. Long inbound across to Strasser. She attacks and shot off the mark, but she's going to be fouled by Schindeldecker. Spartans seem a little more organized in their attack here at the opening minutes of this second half, and Strasser gets to go to the line. She's been held off the score pad. Miss on the first one. Second free throw rattles the rim but won't go down. Neither team shooting the ball particularly well at the stripe in this one. Bounce pass, high post feed to Schindeldecker. She attacks, tries dumping inside to Nichols. Loose ball's picked up by Mangus. Kicks it back to the corner. Schindeldecker will shoot the three. Off the back rim. Pulled down by the Spartans. And what do we get? I believe they called the jump ball, so the possession arrow belongs to the Spartans. 35-6 at Jack's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard in favor of Findlay. Coming to the near side, catching the cutter, coming down. Got away with the extra step, but James gets it up and in. And again, the Spartans looking much more deliberate on their offense here in the second half. Got a long hill to climb up. Another turnover by the Trojans. Running it back is Engberg. Sends it inside to James. James got it knocked away. She picks up the loose ball, though, and she's going to be fouled by Nichols. And Findlay kind of playing on their heels here right now. And I think Coach Rosendale recognizes that and wants to talk it over. He's trying to get the timeout. We'll get timeout as well. 4:54 left in the third quarter. Findlay leads at 35-8. Back in a moment on WFIN.
Get to Ralphie's in Findlay for all new juicy chicken thighs in your favorite sauce. Ralphie's also has the best spaghetti and jumbo meatballs in town. You gotta try them. Order and pay for your carryout at ralphie's.com, and they'll have it hot and fresh when you pick it up. And don't forget beer buckets every day, all day for only $12. Plus free Wi-Fi and more. Ralphie's, 730 West Trenton Avenue, Findlay.
Bring yourself to Ralphie's.
This is Cliff Height. The Trojans play here, 1330 WFIN, WFIN.com, and 95.5 FM.
Welcome back out. Spartans at the line out of the Findlay timeout. First free throw is missed. As I said, neither team has shot the ball well from the stripe here tonight. Misses the second, rebounded by Schindeldecker. She's being harassed. And we're going to get a foul on the Spartans on the hand check. Mangus brings it up, gets across the timeline, trying to spin away. High post feed to Schindeldecker, kick back out to Mangus. Olivia attacks, gets inside, and she's going to get fouled on the attempted tie-up. Non-shooting foul. Mangus to trigger the inbound play. Findlay goes 4 across. Inbound to Bree, who cuts down the lane line, gets it up and in. Second field goal of the quarter. 4th in the game as Bree has 8 points. Pressure. Findlay picks it up. Hayward tried sending it across, got it knocked away. Good hustle play by Rose, but she tries to throw it across court, taken back by the Trojans. Bounce pass into the paint to Nichols. Tries to attack, but ends up kicking it off as she's being harassed by a couple of defenders. Runner won't go down by Hayward. Tried running it down, did Schindeldecker. And it goes out of bounds and will come back the other way. Substitutions each way. Keasia Jones back in. Good to see you. Remember, she went down with that shoulder injury earlier. Good to see her back out there. Popping the 3 ball off the glass. No good for the Spartans. Rebounded by Schindeldecker. Gets it off to Mangus. Sends it ahead. Dumped inside to Nichols. Kick back out. Mangus 3. Long off the back of the rim. Schindeldecker gets the rebound. Rips it away. Throws it out to the near side corner. And Caitlin Stexeldy knocks down the 3 ball. Second field goal of the game. Shot from the wing, no good by the Spartans, rebounded by Findlay. Dump inside, Nichols again, and she gets to double figures. Olivia Mangus with the assist, and Bree's going to get called for a whistle. She kind of grabbed at Rose as she went flying by. Substitution, Bree will come out. Sophia Myers back in. 3:05 left here in the third. Engberg looking to trigger the inbounds. Gets it in on the near side. Coleman throws it inside. Not able to control the pass, though, and they'll lose it out of bounds, will the Spartans, and turn it back over to Findlay. 3:02 left in the third quarter. Findlay leads at 42-8 on that Jack's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard. Up across the timeline is Mangus, goes hard to her left. Jump stop, being scraped at, gets it off. Down the lane line, Schindler kind of throws it up haphazard, all well off the mark. Myers got the rebound, catch the cutter coming through. That was Hayward, shot up no good. The Spartans eventually able to get the defensive rebound, and they'll run it back the other way. Kick it out, near side quarter. Engberg for three off the mark. Long rebound and tied up. Possession arrow belongs to the Trojans. Going to see Madeline Stexeldy now check in for the Trojans. Keep the rotation coming. We'll also get Alexis Arredondo back in. And Katie Prusnick back in as well. Get in into Hayward. Looking for someplace to go. Dumps it inside Myers. Catches Arredondo cutting down. Alexis mishandled the ball. Loses it out of bounds. Good ball movement, though. Up and across the timeline is Rose. Comes to the near side. Engberg. Engberg throws it back out top. Intercepted by Madeline Stexeldy. She misplayed her dribble, though. Ends up with a steal, but then stolen right back by Madeline. Madeline pulls up on the wing. Hands it off to Arredondo. Alexis needs some help. Goes inside to Myers. Kick back out. Three ball is splashed home by Katie Prusnick. Nice pass by Sophia to get the open jumper. 5 points by Prusnick. Air ball on the other end on the three attempt. Out of bounds belongs to Findlay. Findlay stretches the lead 45-8 on the Jack's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard. We'll take the timeout with 1:35 left. Back in a moment on WFIN.
I would recommend Hanneman Funeral Homes. We had a visitation. I'd asked Drew, can I go in and see my boy? Drew let me go in the day before visitation, and can I go in and see him by myself? Just give me 5 minutes, and that's all I need. Oh, I loved it. It actually meant the world to me. My name is Holly Hankin. Hanneman's the only place I can choose.
I'm Drew DeVore, and I am honored to serve you and your family. Hanneman Funeral Homes in Findlay and Macomb.
The Findlay Trojans, WFIN and 95.5 FM.
Welcome back out to Findlay High School. And out of that timeout, Trojans will have possession, leading at 45-8. Talked about the Lady Trojans playing better basketball here lately. 9-3 over their last 12 and looking to add to that. McCormick in, gets the pass, throws it outside, and comes to the top for Madeline Stexeldy. She goes inside to Myers. Myers lost the handle and has it ripped away on a good defensive effort by the Spartans. Amaya Coleman. James attacks, leaves it short off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled away by McCormick, and she's being harassed. Gets rid of it. Madeline falls down as she's trying to spin away. Kicks it off and around. Arredondo for a three from the right wing. And Alexis knocks it down. Her first points of the game. And it's 48-8. Spin, attacks, James, overshot, rebound by Arredondo. Her outlet pass intercepted by the Spartans, running it down the lane line, pushing it up, no good. Rebound pulled by Stexeldy. She's being surrounded by four Spartans. We're going to call jump ball. There's no way four players can reach for that basketball and somebody didn't foul her in that process, but I think the officials trying to keep this game moving. We are, since we are such a wide margin right now, we do have the running clock. Inbound to the corner. Coleman sends it out top. Ball knocked around, 6 seconds left, out of bounds, and it belongs to Findlay. And that'll probably be the end of the quarter. And the Jack's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard at the end of 3. Findlay 48, Lima Senior 8. We'll be back in a moment on WFIN.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. And throughout our history, it has never wavered. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
The Findlay Trojans, WFIN and 95.5 FM.
Welcome back out to Findlay High School, getting ready to start the fourth quarter. It's been dominated by the Trojans 48-8 as we get ready to enter the fourth quarter. Again, I hope you'll make plans to join us for more Trojan basketball tomorrow as the Lady Eagles come into town, and then it'll be the Lady Trojans again on Thursday. As we take a break from Trojan basketball on Wednesday, the boys will be playing up at Oregon Clay, but as we've talked about several times, technical problems prevent us from being able to broadcast from that location. And then we'll be, as we said, the Lady Trojans again on Thursday against Notre Dame, and then Friday and Saturday, the boys back here at home. Last 2 home games of the regular season campaign, as it'll be Fremont Ross on Friday and Tiffin Columbian on Saturday. The Trojans on offense attacking. Jumper in and out on the attempt by Prusnick. Rebound pulled down by the Spartans, getting it off and ahead. Kick it over to the left side. Coleman back out top. Rose comes to the near side. James, long cross-court pass to Coleman. On the wing, attacking. Left it short, did Engberg, out of bounds. And, boy, it looked like it was out of bounds before Schindeldecker touched it, but either way, and again, we'll remind you, we got the running clock going with this 40-point lead. Attacking and backing it out is James, gives it up to Engberg. Rose comes and gets it, the senior on this roster. High post feed. Attacks the lane line, does James. Good-looking shot, just didn't go down. Battles for her own rebound and then loses it out of bounds. They say the Trojans touched it last, so stays with Lima Senior. Jumper for 3, off the mark. Rebound run down by Aubrey Hookey, who's in there now. Gets it off to Prusnick. Long ahead. Jumper just inside the arc. And Schindeldecker, good-looking jump shot by Kelsey. Gets her to double digits with 10 points. And the Findlay lead 50-8 on the Jack's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard. Coleman's 3 on the near side, just a little short. Rebounded by Hookey. She'll get it off to Kelsey, who brings it across the timeline. Bounce pass ahead. Prusnick for 3 again, that time long. Tries running down a road, rebound. Instead, it's picked up by Hookey, who turns and puts it up off the glass for her 3rd field goal of the game. She's got 6 points, and it's 52-8. Double dribble is going to be the call, and we'll get substitutions here. Go to WFIN.com. Check out all the area scores in real time on our high school scoreboard, presented by Owens Community College. Both teams will get some reserves in there. Including Malaysia Harper, the 5-foot sophomore out there. High post feed. Jumper from the free throw line by Hookey is short, but the rebound run down. Dittman sends it back inside to Aubrey, who dumps it to Hoffman. A little too strong with her attempt inside the paint. They'll come back the other way. Strasser attacking. Leaner in the paint, too strong. Nice rebound by Hookey, who went up vertical for that one. Quickly ahead onto the far side wing. Dump inside. Hookey, glass, good looking shot. Seniors got 8. 54-8 on the Jack's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard. 4:45 left in this one. Strasser's shot blocked. Loose ball picked up. Patterson sends it ahead. Hookey with the pump fake and gets it up and in. Aubrey, 3 straight possessions, 3 straight baskets. She's got double digits at 10. At the top, Strasser penetrates runner. She's going to be fouled and go to the line and shoot 2. Going to get Dittman for the foul. Her first, team 6th. Of course, as we said, clock runs even during free throws. It's one of the things about this running clock now. A couple of free throws can really eat up a lot of the clock. First free throw is up and good by Strasser. This is the second. 56-9, Trojans lead it. Prusnick sends a high post feed to Hook. He tried going inside to Hoffman, and Addison not able to corral it. Strasser across the timeline, pulls up, hesitation, and she got her pocket picked. Good defense by Dittman. Sends it ahead to Patterson. Dumps inside to Hookie. Thought Hoffman was coming, tried getting it to her. Instead, it's picked up by Prusnick, and she steps up inside the arc and knocks down the jumper. She's got 7. The Trojans lead at 58-9. And a foul against the Trojans. And a 1-and-1 opportunity coming up for the Spartans here. Should mention Dakota Lewis, a 5'8 junior, checked in for the Spartans. As did 5'6 freshman Ava Sheeter. And Jasmine Walker, another one of the freshmen. First one is up and good. Strasser got them both. Findlay is back on offense, swinging it around. 3 ball by Dittman, just off the mark. Rebound run down by Patterson. Sends it back around. Opposite corner. Hookie for 3, too strong. Rebound batted. Hoffman gets it, sends it back out to Aubrey. Aubrey tries going back inside to Hoffman, and she's going to go to the free throw line. You can see they're trying to get the senior bucket here. Substitutions. Findlay's going to get a substitution here. Going to go wholesale changes here. They decided to say the foul was non-shooting. I thought they were going to send Hoffman to the line. Changes out all 5. He wanted to let the seniors get their curtain call there, did Coach Rosendale. Inbound, kicks it. Madeline knocks down her jumper along the baseline. Her first points of the game. 3-pointer on the other end by Strasser off the mark. Rebound batted around. Madeline Stechely eventually picks it up, and just over a minute remaining. Here come the Trojans. Madeline sends it into Arredondo, into the corner. 3 ball off the mark. Rebound batted to McCormick. She sends it back to the top. And Hayward knocks down the little jump shot from the free throw line. 62-11 on that Jack's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning scoreboard in favor of the Trojans. Down the lane line, shuttled off. Harper throws it up off the glass, wouldn't go. Rebound picked up. Coming back the other way is Hayward. Quickly ahead, circles out, and the Trojans will be content to dribble out here a little bit. And Spartans are going to keep the pressure on, so I was going to have to work a little bit here to finish off this last 20 seconds. Over to the left side for Madeline. She'll give it up to Zoe. center circle, under 10 seconds left. Madeline uses the dribble, then bounce pass, leaves it off for Stexeldy. Caitlin, that is. And that will be that. Your final score, the Trojans win it 62-11 over the Lima Senior Spartans. And we'll be back to talk about it in the postgame after this on WFIN.